Hey there, luminous beings, and especially you grounded, gorgeous Taurians. Welcome back to the Inner Secret, your cosmic sanctuary, where we decode the universe's intricate messages designed to illuminate your path. I'm your guide, and today we're not just glancing at the stars, we're diving deep into a very specific, very potent cosmic forecast that demands your attention. Have you ever felt that subtle shift in the air? That almost imperceptible tremor beneath your feet, even when everything looks calm? That, my dear Taurus, is the universe trying to get your attention. And today, we're honing in on a message so vital, so personally tailored for you, it's as if the cosmos itself is knocking on your door. Now imagine this. Centuries ago, a visionary, a seer of shadows and light, Nostradamus, penned words that echo through time, particularly for you. He wrote, and listen closely, Taurians, to the resonance in these words. When the ground shifts beneath stillness, those clinging to form will lose their roots. Think about that. Ground shifting beneath stillness. For Taurus, the zodiac sign anchored to the earth, to the tangible, to the unwavering rhythm of life, this isn't just poetic imagery, it's a direct cosmic bulletin. It's a celestial alarm bell ringing specifically for you. That sense of security, that foundation you trust implicitly, the universe is suggesting it might be shifting. And we're not talking vague possibilities here, Taurus. We're zeroing in on two dates that are energetically charged, potent turning points, March 26th and March 29th, 2025. Mark those days, my friends, because they are unlike any others you'll experience that year. Why these dates? Because Venus, your celestial guardian, the planet of love, beauty, and yes, value, is caught in a cosmic cross-current. Imagine Venus, usually serene and harmonious, now feeling the pressure from Mercury retrograde, that trickster planet of communication and flow, and forming a powerful, challenging angle with the moon, that emotional tide that governs our inner world. Earth energy, your very element, Taurus, begins to tremble under this celestial pressure. And what does that mean in the practical realms of your life? It means your financial foundations, those carefully constructed pillars of security, and your emotional landscapes, those deeply cherished connections, can become more delicate, fragile even. And here's where it gets truly fascinating, almost uncanny. On these intensely energized days, a seemingly small choice, something as everyday as the color you choose to wear, could unknowingly open a channel for subtle, quiet losses. No dramatic crashes, no loud alarms, just a gentle, almost silent draining. The Buddha, in his infinite wisdom, once said, "Beings are bound not by events, but by mistaken perceptions of those events." Think about that for a moment, Taurus. Our perception shapes our reality, and color, with its unseen energetic layers, can become an invisible thread, subtly binding our minds, shaping our perceptions, if we remain blind to its deeper influence. If we only see the surface beauty, we miss the energetic current beneath. So, my beautiful Taurus listener, I invite you to pause. Right now. Perhaps brew a comforting cup of tea, let your awareness settle on your breath, and join me on a profound exploration. Together, we're going to delve into which colors, specifically, need to be consciously avoided on March 26th and 29th, 2025. And no, this isn't about fear. It's about mindful movement. It's about navigating the currents of cosmic energy with awareness and intention. Because when you consciously choose the right colors, Taurus, You're not just harmonizing your outfit. You are putting on an energetic armor, a sacred shield, if you will, guarding your wealth, protecting your inner peace from the invisible turbulence rippling through the very fabric of cosmic weather. It's no accident, is it? The Taurus is the very symbol of steadfastness, of practicality, of that unshakable stability. You are an earth sign, deeply connected to the material world, to enduring values, to unwavering loyalty. And it's precisely because you are so resolute, so grounded in what you can see and touch, that sometimes, just sometimes, Taurus might overlook the subtle signals, the whispers of the universe that come through those invisible layers of energy. But on March 26th and 29th, 2025, those signals will no longer be subtle. They will become clear, almost striking, like a drumbeat echoing across a silent field, audible only to those who are awake enough to truly hear. And I know deep down, you, my dear Taurus, are awake. Let's break down the cosmic dynamics. Venus, your ruling planet, will be moving into a tense square with the Moon, a configuration that often stirs emotional waters and challenges harmony. Simultaneously, it's being squeezed, almost pressed, by Mercury's retrograde cycle, which will be reaching its peak intensity. This, my friends, is a convergence of three potent energies: emotion, intellect, and material value. When these forces collide without harmony, they can create inner friction, a subtle unease, a feeling of being unsettled, sometimes without even knowing why. And in that moment of energetic imbalance, if you unknowingly choose to wear a color that is out of alignment with these frequencies, that imbalance won't just amplify, it will strike directly at your root chakra, your Muladhara, the very center of your survival, your security, and your prosperity. Think of it as the energetic foundation of your being. In Buddhist philosophy, all suffering, all insecurity arises from craving, aversion, and ignorance. And for Taurus, that craving isn't always about grasping for more. It can be a deep, almost unconscious attachment to what feels safe, to old habits, to familiar aesthetics, to that comforting sense of repetition. But the universe, my dear Taurus, is always shifting. It's in constant motion. And if you remain static, if you don't attune yourself to new signals, if you cling too tightly to the old, then the very stability you crave can become the chain that binds your fortune. March 26th and 29th are what we can call energy reversal days, not just because of the planetary tension, but because they profoundly challenge the very core nature of Taurus. What you believe is solid might momentarily waver. A relationship you considered unbreakable might show a subtle crack. A financial source you have relied upon may experience an unexpected delay. And this entire energetic shift, this subtle unraveling, could unbelievably begin with something that seems utterly trivial: the color you choose to wear. In Buddhism, color isn't just a matter of personal taste. It's an expression of your mind's state. When you select a color out of habit, disconnected from the present moment's energetic signature, you can unknowingly reactivate old karmic patterns. You can inadvertently repeat cycles of loss, cycles you thought you had already transcended. In the Majjhima Nikaya, a core text of Buddhist teachings, the Buddha explained that form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, these five aggregates, are what keep beings wandering endlessly in cycles of suffering. And form, which absolutely includes color, is the very first of those attachments. For Taurus, the potential loss we're talking about isn't necessarily catastrophic. It's often more subtle, more insidious. It's a loss of emotional equilibrium, a gradual erosion of financial control. It doesn't come like a sudden fire, but slowly, almost imperceptibly, like the ground beneath your feet beginning to tremble. You might not notice it at first, but then one day you might feel inexplicably tired, confused by seemingly simple financial choices, uninspired by the very thing that once brought you joy and satisfaction, and you might just shrug it off. Oh, it's just bad luck. No, dear one, sometimes it's simply that you wore the wrong color at the precise moment when energetic precision was most critical. So, on March 26th and 29th, if you genuinely desire to protect your financial energy, to maintain your precious emotional stability, and to prevent opportunities from slipping through your fingers like grains of sand, the very first step, the most fundamental act of self-care, is to recognize and consciously avoid the colors that could undermine your energetic foundation. It's like avoiding a muddy road, even if it looks like the shorter route. Because true prosperity, true abundance, doesn't come from the easiest path. It blossoms from mindfulness, from conscious awareness in every single step. And Taurus, you don't need to rush. You don't need to chase fleeting trends. You only need to move in the right direction. And that's why, right now, the most powerfully proactive thing you can do isn't some grand gesture. It's avoiding the small thing, the seemingly insignificant choice of color that can subtly throw off your entire energetic rhythm. Avoiding the wrong color is how you keep yourself energetically safe within potentially unstable frequencies. And let's unveil the first color you must absolutely consciously avoid on March 26th and 29th. Are you ready, Taurus? It's a color that appears calm on the surface, even grounding, but carries a deep, hidden, energetic contradiction. Dark olive green. Dark olive green. I know, it might sound surprising. It feels so natural, so connected to the earth, and in many ways, it is. Dark olive green can evoke feelings of maturity, of rootedness, of being one with nature. But the truth, energetically speaking, is that dark olive green belongs to the cold earth tone family. And this family of colors has a tendency to intensify stagnation, especially during times when Venus's energy, your guiding planet, is already feeling compressed, under pressure from all directions. When Taurus, an earth sign, absorbs the frequency of a heavy earth tone color during a period of intense cosmic movement, it can feel as if your own feet are being pulled down. In astrology, we call this negative resonance. Earth elements combining with low earth tone colors during significant planetary alignments can create a kind of energetic paralysis. You might think you're maintaining control, staying grounded, but in reality, you could be suppressing your intuition, blocking the natural flow of abundance that the universe is trying to offer. Dark olive green subtly stimulates the root chakra, your Muladhara, that energy center governing survival, finances, and your sense of safety. But when this chakra is overstimulated or activated at the wrong moment, it can ironically produce a fear of change, an almost compulsive urge to cling to the status quo, even when the status quo is no longer serving you. And from that place of fear-driven clinging, you might reject opportunities, mistrust new directions, unknowingly shut the door on offers that might seem risky on the surface, but are actually the very pivot points your fortune is waiting on. The Buddha taught, all phenomena are impermanent. Change is the only constant. Only when the mind transforms can suffering end. If you keep holding on to a familiar color simply because it once made you feel secure, you are, in essence, refusing the chance to evolve beyond your comfort zone. Think back, Taurus. How many times have you hesitated to step outside your usual financial model out of fear? How often have you declined change simply because you told yourself, "That's just not for me"? And how many times have you then watched someone else succeed, doing almost exactly what you once rejected? Perhaps, just perhaps, it all started with a mismatched color frequency, a subtle energetic dissonance you weren't even aware of. Even more intriguingly, in a recently decoded manuscript of Nostradamus, meticulously translated by French scholars, there's a line that resonates eerily with this. When the one who holds gold stands beneath the dark earth tone, their feet will sink into memories of the past, and they will let new fortunes slip from their hands. The one who holds gold. That's Taurus, often associated with material wealth and security. Dark earth tone. Dark olive green. The connection is uncanny. For Taurus, who is naturally deeply attached to memories, habits, possessions, dark olive green, in this specific energetic climate, becomes a symbol of the past, of outdated safety. And when the universe is gently yet firmly inviting you to rise to a new level of abundance, dragging the past along, energetically speaking, is the very thing that cuts off your connection to luck, to flow, to opportunity. And if you're listening to this with an open heart, Taurus, if you feel as though a part of your soul is being softly reminded, then let this moment be your energetic awakening. Let it be the very first step on your journey of financial clarity. Gently release the colors that might be slowing you down, and at the same time, consciously open yourself to connect with new energies, energies that naturally open clearer financial pathways. And right now, Taurus, if you feel even a spark of readiness to receive the abundant flow the universe is offering, click that subscribe button to The Inner Secret. It's not just a click, it's an energetic declaration to the cosmos, a clear signal that you have consciously chosen to awaken, to move forward with deep understanding, instead of unconsciously clinging to old patterns. Every subscription is an energetic link, a vibrational signature that says, "I am stepping out of stagnation and into a land of opportunity, abundance, and inner peace." It's a small action with profound energetic resonance. And if you want to pass this vital energetic insight to someone you deeply care about, especially those beautiful souls born under Taurus, please share this video with them. Because sometimes, just sometimes, a timely warning, a gentle nudge, can save an entire cycle of abundance that they might not even realize was subtly leaking away day by day. Now, Taurus, are you ready for the next step? Let's delve into the second color, a color that often wears the appearance of nobility, even elegance, but may, in this specific energetic climate, quietly sever your financial flow. There are colors, my friends, that project an aura of power, of sophistication, of undeniable magnetism. But in the subtle realm of energy, the surface can often be just a glossy veneer, hiding an undercurrent that subtly, almost imperceptibly, pulls you under. And by the time you consciously realize it, you might already be swept away. And for Taurus, the second color to absolutely consciously avoid on March 26th and 29th is deep burgundy red. Burgundy. It's not as overtly attention-grabbing as scarlet, not as softly inviting as pink. It's a deep, mysterious red, rich in tone, almost luxurious. But it's also heavy with inner energetic weight. In astrology, burgundy is energetically associated with the second chakra, your svadhisthana. This is the energy center of desire, emotion, financial attachment, sensuality, and ownership. And Taurus, as a sign, already has deep, inherent connections to possessions, to value, to that sense of security. When this second chakra is already naturally prominent in your energetic profile and it becomes overstimulated, Taurus can tend to cling to assets, to people, to emotions, to the ego's need for control, more than is truly necessary for your highest good. And on these 2 days, March the 26th and 29th, when Venus and the Moon are in that tense, challenging conflict we discussed, burgundy will amplify this exact energetic weakness within you. It can trigger subtle possessiveness. It can subtly inflate your financial ego. You might feel an almost unconscious urge to defend what you perceive as yours at any cost. You might subtly reject new investments, not from wise discernment, but from a subtle fear of loss. You might even make decisions from a place of comparison, of not wanting others to have more than you, rather than from your own long-term wisdom, your own authentic clarity. And most importantly, Taurus, you might not even consciously realize you're acting from a place of emotional possessiveness rather than from true, grounded clarity. It's a subtle, energetic shift, almost imperceptible to the untrained eye. In Buddhist philosophy, this is described as the state of clinging attachment. Attachment to form, to wealth, to relationships, to the ego itself. The Buddha wisely said, "Whatever you hold too tightly becomes the source of your suffering." Burgundy in itself isn't inherently wrong, but it's energetically misaligned for this specific moment. It subtly closes your heart to new possibilities. It can make you think you're protecting something valuable, when in fact, you might be blocking the natural, abundant flow of the universe, a flow that thrives on adaptability, on openness, on trust. You don't truly lose money, Taurus, because someone else actively takes it away. You lose it energetically because your own energy field, in that moment, doesn't allow new streams of abundance to naturally enter your life. And if we trace back through time again to one of Nostradamus's ancient prophecies, we find another hauntingly relevant image. When the bull is stained with dried blood, its eyes will no longer see the grass beyond the hill, and its feet will crush the seeds it once planted. The bull, the timeless symbol of Taurus. Dried blood, burgundy. The energetic connection is powerful, isn't it? When Taurus subtly cloaks itself in this color of silent possession on these days of cosmic turbulence, you might no longer see the open gates of opportunity. Your heart, your intuitive guidance, can become subtly veiled by a fear of loss. And that very fear, ironically, can attract the very loss you wish to avoid. So, Taurus, if you love burgundy, and many Taurians are drawn to its rich depth, let's consciously say goodbye for now. Just for these 2 days, March 26th and 29th, not from a place of fear, but from a place of proactive wisdom. From consciously choosing to align with a new, more expansive, energetic frequency. Knowing when to pause, when to subtly shift your energetic alignment, doesn't mean you're losing anything. It means you're taking the smarter detour to ultimately go farther, to receive more. And if something in your heart is gently stirring as you hear these words, please click that like button on this video. Let it be an energetic signal to the universe. A silent affirmation that says, "I've heard the message. I choose clarity. I choose to awaken to the energetic power of color, a power I may have once unconsciously ignored." And more than that, hit subscribe to The Inner Secret. Not just to receive weekly reminders of subtle energetic shifts, but because when you consciously connect to this energetic field, you are actively expanding your personal field of prosperity. Every subscription is a seed of merit, consciously planted into the blooming spiritual soil within you. And if you have loved ones born under Taurus, please share this message with them, because even a single color, consciously chosen or unconsciously worn, right or wrong, can subtly shift an entire financial timeline in 2025. It's that potent. Now, Taurus, are you ready to go even deeper? Let's explore the final color to consciously avoid. A color that often seems bright, even cheerful, perhaps even joyful, but carries a vibration that can subtly cause financial energy to slip silently through your fingers. Taurus, you are the zodiac sign of refined beauty, of quiet security, of a silent yet enduring elegance. You don't need noise to shine, because your light emanates from solid values, from an unshakable inner confidence. And that's precisely why anything too bright, too explosive, too flashy can subtly disrupt the stable energetic field that naturally surrounds you. And the final color you must absolutely consciously avoid on March 26th and 29th is one that often seems cheerful and positive at first glance: neon yellow. Neon yellow, a striking, radiant hue, often associated with grabbing attention, with energetic self-expression, even with a sense of bold rebellion. But for Taurus, an earth element sign, neon yellow is a kind of false, high-frequency energy. It subtly forces you to reach beyond your natural capacity, almost pulling you into actions driven not by your deep inner truth, but by outer expectations, by a need for external validation. In astrology, neon yellow directly impacts the third chakra, your Manipura, the center of personal power, autonomy, and decisive action. When activated at the right time, in a balanced way, it can help you feel confident, radiant, and empowered. But during a period when Venus is under pressure from Mercury retrograde and in opposition to the Moon, that sense of confidence no longer emanates from your core. It becomes a surface stimulation. And the result? You might act impulsively, spend money to artificially boost your mood, or make financial decisions to subtly prove something to others instead of acting from your own genuine values, your own long-term wisdom. In Buddhist philosophy, this is described as the pursuit of illusory ambition, where people unknowingly trade inner peace for a fleeting glance, a shallow compliment, a transient sense of recognition. The Buddha wisely said, "One who does not know contentment, even while seated on a throne, will never find peace." Neon yellow, in this energetic context, becomes a symbol of artificial light, the kind that might make you feel like you're succeeding, while internally you're becoming more restless, more adrift, further and further from the calm, deliberate nature that is your true Taurus essence. And beyond that subtle, energetic imbalance, from a purely planetary view, neon yellow is energetically incompatible with Venus's energy. Venus, your ruler, values softness, subtlety, grace, inner harmony. The aggressive brightness of neon yellow subtly forces you to go big, to show off, making the naturally reserved Taurus feel out of place, subtly anxious, and simply not like yourself. And now, listen to this line from a recently decoded prophecy of Nostradamus, which speaks of this with haunting clarity. When the sun rises in a coat of fire, those who love silence will be burned by a light they never asked for. The sun in a coat of fire, neon yellow. Those who love silence, Taurus. This prophecy, my friends, reads as if it was written for you right now, for these 2 specific days of cosmic turbulence. If you wear that color, or even subtly surround yourself with the energetic vibration of neon yellow, on March 26th and 29th, you might feel unsettled without fully understanding why. You might feel inexplicably restless. You might be tempted to spend impulsively, to subtly ease a growing sense of inner emptiness. You might even find yourself trying to prove something to the world, while deep down, all you truly long for is to return to your natural state of peace, to your inner sanctuary of calm. And if you're sitting quietly now, Taurus, feeling each word settle within you like a soft breeze, then that is a sign. The universe is whispering to you in this moment. It's time to gently release the blinding, artificial lights and rediscover your own inner glow. You don't need to stand out to truly succeed, Taurus. You only need to align, to harmonize with the right energetic frequency at the right time. And right now, if you desire to harmonize with the natural flow of fortune, click subscribe to The Inner Secret. It's not just a click, it's a conscious promise to yourself, a vow that you choose to walk in true light, a light born from inner wisdom and deep serenity, not from the dazzling, but ultimately fleeting glow of external expectations. And if you know someone, another Taurus, or anyone who might be subtly lost in the wrong kind of light, please share this video with them, because a wrong color can cause them to miss a precious opportunity. But a timely, gentle reminder, a whisper of wisdom, can open the door to a truly peaceful and prosperous 2025. Now that you consciously know the 3 colors to avoid, Taurus, I invite you to join me in the final, most empowering part of our journey, where we won't just focus on avoiding what's misaligned, but consciously choose what is vibrantly, beautifully right. The colors that bring balance, deep grounding, and naturally invite abundance into your life during this potent time of transformation. Now that you understand the hidden currents, the subtle energetic undertows that certain colors can create, currents that could quietly sweep away your luck and your inner peace during these days of intense energetic shift, your journey doesn't end with avoidance, because avoidance in itself is only half the story. Avoiding misaligned energies creates space, but it is by consciously filling that space with wise, intentional choices that you actively reconnect with the natural, abundant flow of the universe. In Buddhism, there's a profound teaching. Avoiding unwholesome acts is good, but actively engaging in wholesome acts is what truly plants the seeds of merit. And consciously choosing the right colors during a time of energetic inversion, like March 26th and 29th, 2025, is not simply an aesthetic decision. It's a form of meditative action, a small, seemingly simple gesture that resonates all the way to the level of karma. For Taurus, the earth sign, the energetic solution does not lie in flashy, attention-seeking or risky colors. It lies in warm, deeply grounding tones. Colors that are soft, yet profoundly nourishing. These are colors that don't aggressively demand attention. They gently support you naturally, like the earth itself, holding your roots firm as you grow tall and strong. The first color to consciously wear on March 26th and 29th is warm earthy brown. Think of the rich soil, the comforting wood tones, the hues of a nurturing landscape. Warm earthy brown is the color of trust, of centeredness, of deep energetic balance. This color helps you consciously reconnect with your root chakra, your Muladhara, the very center of your finances, your stability, your sense of survival. It might not make you shine instantly in an external way, but it powerfully anchors your energy, especially in the midst of inner or outer chaos, like an ancient tree, unshaken by storms, because its roots reach deep, deep into the fertile soil. Next is soft olive green. Not the dark olive we discussed earlier, but a gentler, lighter, more luminous tone. A lesser-known tone, perhaps, but one with a truly special, subtly healing frequency for Taurus. In astrology, soft olive green beautifully balances the elements of wood and earth, gently easing the tension between emotion and logic, a common energetic challenge for Taurus, especially during periods of planetary turbulence. This color softly, gently activates both your heart chakra and your third eye chakra, helping you to see with clarity, to make choices not from possessiveness or fear, but from a place of inner wisdom and compassionate understanding. Finally, if you need a color that is both gentle and pure, one that subtly protects your energy field from being stained by external chaos, consciously choose creamy beige. Creamy beige is like a quiet inner prayer, subtle, neutral, and deeply calming. It allows Taurus to remain energetically open, receptive to positive flow, without feeling exposed or vulnerable to external pressures. It helps you remain flexible, adaptable, without losing your precious inner center. And most importantly, it subtly helps you avoid the inner tension that heavier, darker tones can sometimes create. When you consciously choose to wear these harmonizing colors, Taurus, you're not trying to become something you're not. You're not trying to force an energetic shift. You're simply returning to your truest nature. You are Earth. And Earth doesn't need to compete to succeed. Earth only needs to be steady, patient, and to know, with inner knowing, when to bloom. The Buddha taught, tranquility is the foundation of wisdom. And when your mind becomes still, when the colors surrounding you no longer stir restlessness within you, you'll begin to sense a gentle current of clarity, quietly flowing through every decision, every interaction, every seemingly small event in your life. And if you feel something within you softening now, Taurus, as if a new layer of peaceful energy is gently flowing through you, then please don't keep this transformative insight to yourself. Share this video with those you deeply love, especially those born under Taurus, because the right color, consciously chosen, might just be the very karmic link that helps someone break free from a phase of subtle stagnation, a subtle block they couldn't quite explain. And remember, every subscribe to the Inner Secret isn't just a technical click, it's a sacred affirmation to the universe, a declaration that says, I am ready to walk with awareness. I consciously choose not to repeat old patterns. I choose to move forward, grounded, quiet, and rich from the root. Taurus, you don't need to become the light. You only need to consciously keep your own inner fire from going out. And on March 26th and 29th, when external energy shakes most fiercely, your peaceful, conscious color choice today will become the solid, unwavering foundation for tomorrow's abundance. Taurus, when you quietly choose a soft, earthy brown instead of a fiery burgundy, a gentle olive green instead of blinding neon yellow, you are not merely choosing a color to wear. You are consciously choosing the energy you wish to live with. And that energy, silent but steadfast, will become the underground spring that nourishes you beautifully, powerfully, through this march and far, far beyond. Because if you've walked this entire journey with me, if you've truly listened to each energetic vibration, each subtle whisper from the universe, then you've likely realized something profoundly important. True luck, lasting abundance, does not come from grandeur, from external displays, from fleeting trends. True luck blossoms from alignment, from the harmonious alignment of inner and outer, from a peaceful mind that deeply knows who it is, from a quiet heart that no longer clings to what need not be held, and yes, from one seemingly small but powerfully intentional act like consciously choosing the right color at the right moment. March 26th and 29th, 2025 are not pre-written days of destiny. They are crossroads. One path gently opens to true stability, to inner stillness, to profound clarity, where Taurus is truly, authentically Taurus, grounded, resolute, and silently magnetic, so that true prosperity naturally finds its way to you. The other path, the less conscious path, is where you unknowingly wear the wrong energetic armor, react from subtle emotional turbulence, make financial decisions just to get them over with, and subtly lose the very opportunity you once prayed for. In astrology, when Venus, your ruling planet, is challenged by conflicting planetary alignments, everything you thought was safe, stable, or reliably yours is subtly put to the test. But the most beautiful truth is this: you don't need to do anything dramatic to pass that test. You only need to not react wrongly, to consciously choose to be still at the right moment, to choose a color in the right energetic frequency, to take one mindful step. Just like the wise words from the Sutra of 42 chapters, the Buddha taught, to not act in haste, that is supreme wisdom. To remain unmoved by form, that is true protection. So, even the tiniest fragment of color on your shirt, your scarf, or even the place where your gaze rests becomes a mirror of your consciousness in that moment. And if you unknowingly choose wrong, it's not because you're failing. It's simply because your heart wasn't quite quiet enough to hear the subtle whispers of the universe. But now, Taurus, you are hearing. And that is the turning point. Take a moment now to look at yourself, the beautiful soul who just journeyed through the three colors to avoid and the three colors to consciously embrace. And perhaps, somewhere in those shades, you saw a reflection of where you might have strayed in the past. Perhaps you once wore burgundy to subtly express your sense of value. Perhaps you once chose olive green, thinking it was discreet, understated. Perhaps you even bought something neon yellow, just because it stood out in a crowd. But today, Taurus, you no longer choose that way. Today, you consciously choose awareness. You choose energetic alignment. You choose to live from the true essence of Taurus, deep, enduring, and beautiful from the roots. And if you feel that something has subtly shifted within you, as if the space around you just became quieter, softer, more harmonious, that, my dear friend, is the frequency of true energetic alignment, now gently flowing between your heart, your mind, and the vast energetic field that surrounds you. Now, this profound insight, this personal energetic shift, is not something to keep just for yourself. This is something to pass on. Dear soul, please click subscribe to The Inner Secret, not just to receive another video, but to officially send a clear signal to the universe that says, I choose to walk in true light. I choose to awaken. I am ready to receive abundance, not through blind luck, but through deep, conscious understanding. Every subscription is a sacred vow. Every click of the bell icon is a tether to higher, more abundant frequencies. And every time you share this video with someone, you're offering them a chance to consciously avoid a subtle energetic loss, a loss they might never even know they were walking toward. Comment below, Taurus, I choose the color of awareness. Because it's only when you consciously speak it, when you affirm it, that the universe can fully respond. Become the bridge, Taurus, between the human and the energetic, between your own beautiful consciousness and the natural flow of prosperity that is always available to you. And if a part of your heart feels warm right now, like a small, gentle flame just lit within this windy March, hold on to it, cherish it. Don't let the winds of fleeting emotions, superficial appearances, or unconscious habits extinguish that precious inner fire. Taurus, you don't need much. You just need what is right. And today, my friend, you consciously chose right. And tomorrow and the days beyond will be your beautiful, abundant reward.